shitstorm began. And
we're live.
And welcome to the 2017 general election here in the UK. And there's a little blast from the past. We all remember this. Tony Blair very embarrassingly dancing away. Who was the guy? Prescott, wasn't it? He was dancing to this.
I just want to let you know that if you have trouble with your election, we can lend you Donald Trump.
We've got Boris Johnson. We can trump him.
Yeah, I mean, as bad as Trump is, he never tried to play behind a capo.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just Donald Trump and Boris? Give them an island somewhere where they can rule.
It's an event horizon that will be coming. I can see it. I mean, it's going to be an eventuality. That's going to happen. It's the super race.
Right, that's enough. That's enough of D-Ream. Whatever happened to D-Ream, eh? They all became scientists.
Things got better.
Things got better. Oh yeah.
One went to work at a Large Hadron Collider.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a possibility of rewriting that song. So here we are, folks. It's been a long time since I've done a hangout, but I thought I'd do a hangout tonight. It's general election night, and
yay!
Did we have a Labour hold in Newcastle? Wow, 24,000 votes to Labour, 9,000 to Conservative. So I don't think that's a surprise, really, to you.
Is your Labour Party like our Liberal Party or like our Conservative Party?
I actually do get confused about that, because I think it's like the completely other way around. You know, the way you'd think it was. Democrats and Republicans, you'd think I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not that politically savvy. Someone will come in and tell us. No doubt.
I gotta quit. Is there like a number that is pretty much a default win if say gets a certain number of districts or whatever?
Yeah, 326 seats they need.
Yes. Yeah, it's basically what they do. They line all the chairs up, and then when the music stops, you have to sit down on the chair.
Well, I mean, like,
and then they take them away.
Magic, the winner is like the side that gets.
Yeah, you have to get 326 seats, and you also have to have a larger. What's the number? Is it 22 or something? You have to have a majority of 22 seats over. I can't remember. Oh, this was a mistake doing this hangout. I mean, Jeremy Paxman was supposed to be joining us for the hangout, but he's too busy on Channel 4 tonight. Sod him. But he'd have been able to tell us everything. What we should have had, I should have made a big swingometer thing. I should have really studied it, and we could have.
Yeah, swingometer. You can't beat a swingometer.
I thought Theresa May was going to be here.
Oh no, she doesn't talk.
She's having a random.
I like her nephew Brian.
Brian May, cool dude.
Well, I like his guitar.
Nephew, it could be her brother.
Yeah, he's about the same age as her.
Brother, nephew, something. Cousin, I don't know.
Well, who is your what you would consider buffoon that's in the race? We had a buffoon in our election. Who is your buffoon?
Let me start that by answering your previous question. Like a true politician. when you were asking about, you know, who's who, right? The Labour Party are basically considered to be, you know, well, they're for the working class. It's a party that was built up from working class people, for the working class, and they're the people that, well, they created the NHS to begin with, you know, so, you know, they did a good job there. They created the NHS. They were heavy with the unions, trade unions, and things like that. So they've always been there for the working class people. The Conservatives are generally considered the toffs. They're the people that think of the wider scale of things, you know, banking and economics. Well, that's not being fair to the Labour Party. They do that as well, but that's kind of like where you consider it. You know, they were kind of like you consider the toffee people, the posh people,
middle class and upwards.
Been educated, and then you have the Liberal Party, or it's called the Liberal Democratic Party here, which probably are actually made up of either people that left Labour and left Conservative and just met in the middle. That's how you can pretty much round them up. Then you also got the Green Party, which is obviously, you know, concentrating on green issues, and we also have our glorious UKIP party. Which less said about them, the better. UKIP, their heart's in the right place, but they're kind of like really extremist on their views, and as far as immigration and, you know, things like that are concerned. So nice,
they're y'all's alt-right.
Sorry, Lance.
They're y'all's alt-right.
Three colours all bright.
Y'all's alt-right.
Oh, alt-right.
Alt-right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I guess so. Would that be right, Mark? I don't know. They're an odd bunch. And as far as buffoons are concerned, that's come to your second question. Well, that would have been the original leader of the UKIP. Guys, his name escapes me now.
Yeah, but
Nigel
Farage.
Hey, this last presidential election our country had, hell, which side was the buffoon?
Oh, I think you've got them. To be honest with you, honest with you,
I say both.
No, I don't think she was a buffoon, but she kind of like could have done a bit better for herself, really. But at least politically, she knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, my husband did this. My husband and I did that. No, bitch, your husband did. You didn't do shit. Your husband was the one in power.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I bet she was the one holding the
he was president, but I mean, Hillary carried her weight. You know, I'm not advocating for Hillary, but she carried her weight. You know, everybody is laughing at us right now. The UK is doing a big belly roll every time there is something posted on the news about Trump. The UK just laughs and laughs and laughs and points their finger and laughs and laughs and laughs.
He did find a way around that travel ban, though, where the UK banned him from entry. He said, well, y'all won't let me in. I'll become president, and y'all have to let me in.
No, they don't have to let him in.
Yeah, apparently he's supposed to be coming over here for a state visit, and like everybody's just saying, just fuck off.
All the hotels will put signs up, closed.
Yeah.
Sorry, the UK is closed, just like Canada. Didn't the moose at the border tell you? Canada's closed.
Don't forget. Trump owns a golf course in Scotland and a hotel up there, so he can just go up there.
Well, all right.
Are there any Trump hotels in England?
Do I look like the kind of person that
golf course, isn't it?
Yeah, the Premier Inn. That's about as far as I know about hotels. I don't know, Lance. I really don't know. I'm sure he's got. Well, like I say, he's got his golf course and hotel up in Scotland. where there's been a debacle recently because he stole someone's family crest and used it for his golf course. Oh, somebody else has just won. Labour's won another seat. I don't know where that was.
That was the Sunderland one.
So it's 2-0, 0-0.
2-0.
So there's 2 out of 650 results in.
It's going to be a long night.
Yeah, this will be, because I remember running mine. Fuck, that was a long night.
Yeah. Well, you know, quite frankly, I will be going to bed. I do have work in the morning. So we'll get, I think by the end of this hangout, we'll have a kind of idea where things are going. An inkling, a tingle.
Well, it's a 2-horse race anyway, isn't it?
Well,
that's it.
To be honest, it is a foregone conclusion. The Conservatives are going to win, but it's just going to be how much by. And
why is it a foregone conclusion?
Sorry?
Why is it a foregone conclusion?
Just the forecasts.
Well, I mean, everybody was forecasting Hillary to win, and you saw how that turned out.
Yeah, I think this is a little bit different. It's not been that close. A lot of people have been posting on Facebook and things like that. You know, Labour this and Labour that and Labour everything. But I think just basically because they're the people who are shouting the most, it doesn't mean they're the ones that are voting. But we have got a lot of young kids. You know, the next generation have been going in and voting. So, I mean, we just don't know. I say it's a pretty much foregone conclusion, but you just don't know. Not really, I suppose. I'm gibbering now, aren't I? And also, I think that there's also that possibility that at the last minute, that if Labour are losing, they can ring up someone else and create a coalition, so they got a majority and push the Conservatives out. So there's all sorts of shenanigans that can happen yet.
But it's good to see we're not the only country that has crazy election nights.
Every election's a crazy night. Just thank God we didn't have anybody like Trump to deal with.
Yeah, but y'all still got Boris.
What? I can't even remember what his job is. What's his job? What's he do?
Death slide inspector. He gets hands on.
He's been kind of funny because he's normally really, really vocal, but I think they've been trying to keep
foreign secretary.
I don't know. That's just what I was thinking. I think he is foreign secretary. That's basically say, fuck off out the country, bugger off, so we don't have to deal with you. Come back in a year's time. God knows. I'm trying to figure out.
Just put in what is Boris Johnson.
What is Boris Johnson? Yeah, you're just going to get the wrong results on that one. Boris Johnson's job. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Foreign Secretary.
Hey, Lance, send Eric a link.
The funny thing about him being Foreign Secretary is, well, hardly anyone actually understands.
It's not Boris.
Can you imagine what it's like him talking to foreigners? They'll have no idea what he's on about. Whiff waff, whiff waff.
It has been sent.
At least he's got better hair than Trump. Only just.
Mm.
Only. I said.
Have you seen that thing on Facebook where they take Donald Duck?
Yeah.
And they turn him upside down, and he looks like Trump.
Mm.
Dunk, I think they're pretty much even on the bad hair scale. I think it's pretty much here.
Okay.
I wouldn't walk into my local barbershop and ask for either one of them.
I will accept your opinion on that, even though you're wrong.
The exit polls currently have Conservative at about 50 seats, winning by about 50 seats.
Yeah, 314 against 260. What are you watching? You're watching the Channel 4 thing, yeah?
No, I'm on Sky. Watching Sky.
You're on Sky. Well, that's good because we'll get a different
angle.
Different angle.
I wonder.
Yeah, maybe we should look up the Sun live.
Al
Jazeera.
Russia Today.
Yeah, I have to say there were no Russians outside the polling station trying to influence me in any way.
Did you see the video of the cameramen fighting for the key spot outside a particular polling station? It must have been like where somebody famous was voting. There's a video on Facebook. There's about 4 or 5 cameramen actually scrapping to get like at the front.
Oh God!
Doorway of the polling station. There's actually fighting.
Hey, we have a representative from the SNP.
Why, you fucking slags?
Aye.
How you doing, boys? All right?
How's it going up there?
It's all right, mate. Aye, it's quite nice. The weather's been quite good for Glasgow, to be honest. Pretty fucking hot.
What?
Hi,
Cloudy.
Ray. It's been a while.
I know, mate, I know. I've been a busy man, Lance. How you doing?
How's
Yeah.
married life treating you?
It's good. It's quite good, mate. I'm quite enjoying it.
Good.
Good.
That's always good
It's early
news.
days. It's early days yet, mate.
Not ready to cut and run yet, you know.
Well, your wife lets you buy a guitar, so can't be bad.
Yeah, plus you've got a new guitar coming for your first anniversary, and then your second anniversary, and then your third anniversary. A new guitar every year, man.
Well, she said to me the other day, I'm 36 in July. She's like, Darren, what would you like to do for your 40th? She's like, do you fancy going to the Fender factory and maybe like getting a custom-made fucking custom shop guitar? And I was like, aye, of course.
Wow.
So I think I'm planning a trip.
You've got the perfect woman.
Planning a trip to the Fender factory.
You've been whispering in her ear while she's asleep.
I've been.
Yeah, that's programming.
Yeah, they're making subliminal messages.
I'm like Darren Brown, man. I'm like leaving little signs everywhere, you know. Tapping into
You
the
want to make me a to defender camp. What? Huh? I didn't hear nothing.
So I'm just messing about with this pedal board now. I don't know if you can. Where is it? That's that one. So that's the fucking mouse mat. Oh, wrong way. There is. Aye, that one. So
Ooh.
yeah, I sent a picture earlier. I bought one of those little Boss. Let's say little. It's no little. It's that Boss BCB 60. But BCB 60.
Oh, yeah.
30 quid from a guy, second hand. They're 120 brand new, so fucking good price, man. So I'm using, if anybody's been using that stuff, Duncan, you might have used that shit.
Oh, who's on the phone? What's that?
Sugar.
Smack. What is it?
It's moldable glue.
Oh no, I've not got any of that yet.
It's fucking minted, man. Really good.
Yeah,
What's that thing?
I've never used it
It's cool, man. It's really good.
because you can also get like the rubber stuff as well that you can
Aye.
fix cables and stuff. And
Yeah, because I've actually I'm selling a pedal board and the power cable's slightly frayed, so I just covered it and you can hardly even see it, man.
yeah,
After like 24 hours, it just sort of hardens, but it's still quite rubbery. But
yeah.
So I'm using that to keep the pedals in place, making little feet.
Bless you.
But it's good stuff, man.
Thank you.
It's no cheap, mind you, but it's good.
Yeah, that is the problem. That stuff is, it's not cheap.
It's like a 12 quid for an 8-pack. So, but it's pretty good, man. It's pretty cool.
It's the future, mate. We're living in the future.
So what's the latest? I think Labour have just won their first seat in Newcastle.
They got 2 seats.
Have they?
Yeah.
I voted at 7:10 this morning.
Oh, keen.
The polling station is right next to when I walked for the train, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just do it the new." And then
Just nip in.
So what you talking about?
It's going to be SNP across the board up there, isn't it?
It should be, man. I don't think it will change. But I think Labour and SNP will get a coalition on the go.
You reckon?
I hope so. I think that would be ideal, man. I think.
Well, I think there should be a guitar party.
I want to go to a guitar party.
Yeah.
Well, I'm having one.
Yeah, I
A
want to go.
rock and roll party.
Mark, I can't see your face, mate. What's happened to your lovely face tonight?
I've got a crap camera, Raymond, and every time I plug it in, I'm just yellow.
All right, fair enough.
Plus, I'm naked. No, I'm not really naked, but my camera does show up all yellow. I could plug it in, I suppose. But
Well, you
I'm
come
just
to
too gorgeous. I look like a young Burt Reynolds.
Nick Cleves at Collection TV. Oh, Nick Clegg. Was there Gary the night? Is he coming in the night?
I hope so. I mean, he'll have been at the radio station early today.
Right.
So he's probably got his feet up. Hopefully he'll come in.
It's disgusting.
So, any of you heard the new Roger Waters album yet?
I haven't yet.
It's alright. It's not bad.
I've heard what Mercurial says about it. That's all.
What does he say about it?
He's into it, from what I gather.
I think it's a grower, man. I think it's maybe a grower, but
That's what she said.
I mean, I was going to listen to it last night, and I never got around to it. But the thing is, Roger Waters seems to have like a very, very particular sound, and he's got some favourite chords and chord progressions.
Yeah.
That he always goes back to. So I was really interested to see if he'd do something like that.
Well, it's Nigel Godrich, Radiohead's producer, that's produced it.
Right. Oh, okay.
So
So he said, "Not that note, Roger. You used that one before."
I'd hope so, but then the Financial Times, because that's what I read.
Yeah, God.
The Financial Times I work for an accountancy firm, so the Financial Times gets delivered every day. There's a male guy that works in my work, and I think he's definitely got Asperger's or something, Peter. But he's a really nice boy. But he talks like this in a monotone voice, and he's very cutting, shall we say. And he always, if there's a little interest in reviews, he always cuts them out of the Financial Times and leaves them on my desk for me. And he's a massive, massive Pink Floyd fan. But he says 5 stars the Financial Times gave it. And it says it's like Radiohead, it's like Pink Floyd jamming with Radiohead, was what the guy said. So I was like, fuck, that can't be bad, so. But I don't know. I mean, some of the tracks you're listening, it's just that sounds like something from Animals. That sounds like something If You Wish You Were Here. Or
Yeah.
I don't think it's groundbreaking, shall we say?
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. I mean, he's never really been. His sound has never been groundbreaking, and I do like it. I mean, my favourite track, still to this day, is the one I can't remember the name of.
Division Bell.
No. Oh, he didn't do Division Bell. He wasn't in that. Before then.
I thought it was on about the Beatles.
The Bell.
Oh, that was Yellow Submarine, wasn't it?
I think for me, I mean, I love David Gilmour. Fucking love David Gilmour because I think David Gilmour brought the music to the band and Roger Waters brought the lyrics. You know?
Yeah.
Because I mean, David Gilmour's fucking amazing guitar player, obviously, but he gets his wife to write his lyrics, man. Nah. Questionable, shall we say? Pretty questionable, but I've always loved David Gilmour first, just because I'm a guitar player, you know. I don't think they're as good apart as they are together. It's fucking magical. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a bit like Take That, really.
Oh, totally, aye. As soon as Robbie left the band, man, that was it. It's like, nah, that's me. I'm done with Take That.
I'm done. Yeah, don't get us started on the Spice Girls, for crying out loud.
Nah, better no. I'll be in tears. Although I used to have a couple of posters next to my bed when I was a teenager. The Spice Girls warmed in my bed many a night.
No, we know what happened with those posters.
I think they're still stuck in the wall, man, behind the council. Behind the council wallpaper.
Have they got a glossy finish on them?
Not off.
Not anymore. The old council chipboard wallpaper.
Oh, classic.
You know. Remember me my mum moved house and I got this tiny little box room. And it was like fucking council chipboard wallpaper and it was like a luminous green it was painted. It was fucking minging. I was like, hell man, the guys at the council must be having a right fucking laugh, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just got some old paint from road signs.
Aye.
This'll do.
Aye. Right lads, how can we really piss off these people moving into this house? Fucking give me that lime green paint, that would do. So how's everybody else? How are we all getting on, chaps?
Oh, no bad.
How's the guitar building?
Well, on my end, it's been non-existent.
Is it?
Yeah, trying to get back to it, but there's been so many things in the way. Just trying to sort things out so I can get back into it.
Right.
And also, just weather, work's been really busy.
Is it?
Yeah, that just knocks anything for six.
But
on the weekends, are full just doing other stuff. And
you working on big projects?
Not really.
So
Not really. But just lots of it.
Lots of smaller stuff, is it? Eh?
Yeah. There's loads of it around.
Right.
But
that's good, man. Keep busy.
Yeah.
I'm fucking dying to get out of my place, man. Fucking choking to get a new job. Job market's pretty dry at the moment, especially IT market's pretty dry at the moment. Fucking recruiters, man. I find in recruitment agencies the guys that are working, man, are fucking useless, man.
Yeah.
They're like glorified salesmen. You know what I mean?
We have a guy working with the company I'm working with at the minute. He's actually in Scotland. I think he's in Glasgow.
Right.
And he does all the IT.
Right.
For all our systems off-site in Glasgow.
Does it remotely, yeah?
Yeah, does it all remotely.
Right. Be great, man. I guess the missus works from home quite a lot, so we'd be fighting over the PC.
You'd have to buy a second one.
I know. Other thing is, we've just upgraded. Oh, look at us.
Hello.
He's in there, right?
How you doing?
I know bad.
Ain't it bad? That's all right then, isn't it?
Aye, mate.
Have a drink.
I'm going to pour myself a whiskey in a minute.
Well, let's get rid of all those stereotypes right.
Get it out of the road then now.
Let's not.
Fucking man, Gary,
I'm just going to tell you something, right? I've just done the cheekiest bastard thing ever.
You fucking
The two most popular questions at the moment, like on Google, are what is an exit poll and what is a hung parliament? And it's just took me 10 minutes in Adobe whatever the fuck it's called, Premiere, and I've just made 2 videos, so I might just get some fucking hits off those questions.
Yeah.
I'm 3,000 short of me 10,000, and I'm thinking everybody's accidentally typing that question into like YouTube.
It's such a clickbait.
So what are the actual videos? Are you just like masturbating or something like that?
It's just the question. It's just a question, then the fucking answer. Fuck YouTube.
Yeah, that's genius.
How well doing anyway?
All right, mate. I know.
No, we're getting all excited for the new dawn.
We're changing the world, man. Here, fucking right.
Well, you're going to be all right. You're in Scotland. It doesn't make any difference up there because you're gonna have a referendum and say goodbye to us all anyway. So
I think people are sick of this referendum thing. To be honest, up here.
Really?
I think so. I think people are just like, "Fuck, do we really want to go through all this again?" You know what I mean? It was the older generation that fucked us for it. Fucked us though. You know, they were too scared, man. You know, to take the risk.
Right.
I mean, I talked to. I had a work night out recently, and I was talking to 2 of the old dears. That's old women, American guys. To old women from my work, and I'm going, and they're the total anti-SNP because they don't like Nicola Sturgeon. She's not very popular. The older gen don't like her. They call her Jimmy Cranky up here. You know Jimmy Cranky. And fucking, I'm like, well, I was like, look, like, ladies, I've got a question for you. Has Labour or the Tories ever really done a really good job? And they're like, no. I says, well,
what have the Romans ever done for us?
I'm like, that's why
people
SNP up here, because we're getting a shit fucking job down there. So people wanted an alternative, and that's what they got.
Yeah.
So,
who's hosting the hangout, by the way?
Me.
Oh right, so where I can open it up again and watch the side chat.
There's no one there. Not a single person. It's just a cozy little hangout.
There you go, Gary. Somebody's just typed something.
Oh, is it you?
Oh, sorry.
Well, funny enough, I think Gary can send you a link to a video.
Oh, can I? Really?
Oh, there's loads there. We've got Eric. We've got Matt.
Really? Well, I must be looking at the wrong bloody video.
Yeah, we've got 9 watching.
I've got the chat out of the wrong video.
Hang on a minute. We've got 3 thumbs up and 2 thumbs down. Can we have all thumbs down tonight, please? Thank you.
Right, hang on a minute. I'm gonna have to try and find the right bloody video on my channel.
I'm off work tomorrow, so I'm fucking.
Did you choose that for the election or just cause?
Because you're having a hangout.
Hey, there's the link to your stream.
I better not close it too early then, otherwise you'll be pissed off.
That's alright. I don't give a fuck. I'm not working. Why would I be pissed off?
Because you could have gone to work.
Fuck that. Who wants to go to work?
Then you should definitely vote Conservative. They'll have sorted out that problem for you.
Nah,
right.
I don't mind, man. Take a video.
Where's my own channel? Where's my own video?
The link to the stream is in the chat over here.
Oh, okay. Oh dear. That's funny. Me watching the wrong bloody video. Oh, look at yeah. Hang on a minute. There's all those people there. Look at them all.
Oh, those people there. Yeah, you've lost them all in the.
I know. There was me. So like had hello in my other chat. And
was it live now? Is it? Eh?
Yeah. Right. Let's pop this bastard out. Hello, folks.
So what's this then? Is this a live election special or what?
It is.
Good.
We're gonna cheer the goals as they're scored.
They're all winning.
They're all winning. Well, Labour are. It's 2-0.
Yeah, but you got 5 runners up so far in second place, so that's really good.
What you saw?
Back to regional finalist.
Oh, Mark, I've been watching a TV show on Netflix all about your country.
What? Oh, Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Oh yeah.
We're the fucking Peaky Blinders.
Awesome.
Did you go?
Very violent, graphic, isn't it? It's good.
It's an amazing series. I love it. The acting's superb.
Yeah.
But what made me laugh is that most of those street scenes are filmed in the northern quarter of Manchester.
Yeah. Because it's still a shithole up there, you see. They've redeveloped all Birmingham. It's really nice now. You know how many cities?
We're just good at preserving our history, mate.
Anybody's tried that?
Is that crack?
CBD oil. CBD oil.
Is that stuff you sniff and you get an hard on?
That's not Agappada.
It's a cannabinoid, but it's not got any THC in it. It's pure CBD, so it's great for chilling you out, man. It's legal.
That's a good job because we are live.
That's alright. It's totally legal. There's a wee guy in the town sells it. from a TARDIS, from one of those police boxes.
Yeah.
Sells it.
Right.
Do you know what my legal high is? A quarter pound of jelly babies.
Fun enough, they sells CBD oil infused jelly babies and all.
Get it down, yeah.
Welcome to Glasgow, everybody.
It's great for see for anxiety or like stress and anything, man. You sleep like a fucking log, honestly.
Can you deep fry it?
Nah, I've tried that already.
Yeah.
I battered it and fried it. So
where can I watch the election results live then?
on telly.
BBC. We've got Sky and BBC running concurrently.
Yeah, put Al Jazeera on, guys. Watch it on Al Jazeera.
Yeah. Well, actually, you should watch US television because they get all the results earlier.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Watch it in Russia, man. They're hacking it.
Yeah. Just ring up Putin and ask what the results are going to be.
Let's tweet him, see what it says. Hello, Vladimir. Can you tell me what the election results in the UK
In which year?
Apparently, he's bought a ticket for next week's lottery as results as well.
Was it? Cheeky bastard. You asking for a tap? See if he wants to pay off a mortgage for me.
Oh, Sky News Live. I don't like the look of their graphics.
So,
Well,
Gary,
BBC don't really have any graphics on at the minute. It's just yicky yak.
Gary, did you go to that Love Manchester thing?
Did I what? Sorry.
Did you go to that Love Manchester gig thing?
No, I couldn't make it, but members of the family did. But you probably read it on my Facebook page. I did my show tonight. I'm not going to, you know what it is, but I'm not going to say on here. But I had Steve talking about his reaction when he found out like what had happened at the arena because his daughter was there.
Right.
And it was quite an emotional moment.
Fuck. I bet, man. Seen Chris Martin and Liam Gallagher doing Live Forever. It was fucking dreadful, man.
Can't sing, can they?
No, they're fucking rotten, the two of them, man.
Can't sing.
Chris Martin sings like a wee boy, like a child.
Well, it's a bit like Sean Ryder from the Happy Mondays. He can't sing, but when he sings with, you know, if you look at the Happy Mondays as a whole,
aye, as a unit,
then it kind of works.
aye. But Liam Gallagher, without Oasis, man, it's just
the Gallagher brothers got into it over that Manchester concert.
Oh no, no, Gallagher didn't turn up. He was in his 50th.
Yeah, but they got into a little Twitter spat.
Yeah, Lance. Yeah, it gave him a little opportunity, I think, to fucking.
Yeah, but would they take it? No. Well, again, I think Noel was in Italy or France or something.
He was in Italy, aye.
Yeah.
Skeggy.
Holiday.
He was on his 50th birthday party or something like 50th holiday. They haven't spoken since like 2009. Like,
that's brotherly love right there.
I know. But I can imagine he's probably hard work, man, Liam Gallagher.
I imagine both of them are.
I think Noel's probably. He's probably maybe a bit of a diva.
He overemphasises the Salford accent. He puts on that stupid walk, which is supposed to represent Manchester Skellies. It's all bollocks.
Who's that? Is that Liam Gallagher does that?
Yeah.
I know he's a knob.
That stupid lean to the left walk when he comes on. Like, you know.
Do you remember? Oh God, who was it? The sketch show. Harry Enfield.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing where Perry had come back from Manchester.
Just come back from Manchester.
All right. And he was drinking a bottle of Oasis. All right.
New Order, formerly Joy Division. That's a Manchester band.
I have a brilliant, eh?
And before that, they were called Warsaw.
Well, did you know? Actually,
it's Michael Caine.
The Beatles were actually originally from Manchester.
What?
Really?
And Ken Dodd. Cilla Black
He was telling us next Putin's from Wales.
Don't be stupid. He's from Surrey.
Terry Wogan.
Yeah. Famous Mancunian he was.
Yeah. Russ Abbott.
I was never a big fan of like Joy Division and New Order, but some of the songs they were fucking tremendous, man. You know, some of the songs that I didn't when I was a kid growing up. I didn't realise who I was listening to when I heard it. You know.
I'll tell you what I've done this week, right? I downloaded the tune from the Peaky Blinders, and it's by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds.
Right.
Yeah, I met Nick Cave.
I never, and it caused me to download a few albums. I thought, wow, this is brilliant. This.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because one thing you're not short of is a few albums.
No, definitely not. No, I've shot of a few brain cells, but not albums.
I used to listen to the Crow soundtrack. Remember the movie The Crow?
Yeah,
that was a great soundtrack. And 9 Inch Nails did a cover of is it Dead Souls?
Oh, I can't remember, right?
They keep calling me. It's fucking New Order, Joy Division. Joy Division it is. It's a fucking brilliant song, and for years I didn't know it was a Joy Division song. And that's just, you know what I'm talking about.
There's a black and white movie out. Well, it's a modern movie, but it's black and white. But it's called Control.
I've seen it. That's the one that did. That's Anton Corbijn that done it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Aye, it's mad, man. Depressing as fuck, but it's good.
Yeah.
Aye, the boy was quite good, man. He was good at playing fucking.
Yeah, he played an excellent part. Yeah, he did.
Aye. But that song, man, it's a fucking what a tune, and I didn't realise it was like Joy Division for years. And I saw them doing it live, and I was like, fucking hell, man, what a tune, you know.
Oh, we've got another one coming in. Sunderland Central.
That'll be Labour, that.
Sunderland Central.
Yeah.
Well, did we already have a Sunderland? Is that like the
was Sunderland South?
Ah.
Hi, Ed.
Hey, Gary, how's it going?
Not too bad, man.
305. Who was that?
Did you get out and vote?
Yeah, I voted Labour. And good luck to anybody who voted any different, but I voted Labour, and I'm being totally honest and upfront with you about it.
No, I think tonight we can be upfront about it. There's no point hiding it, and there's no point shouting at people.
Labour 24,000.
Well, there we go. This is the point where you can bring it up. Mark, you didn't vote. And do you want to?
I abstained from voting, and a lot of people have said to me, "Oh, you've wasted your vote. People have died so you could vote and all that and all that." And I was like, yeah, fair play, but my vote, my vote means something to me.
I don't think
Right.
Emily Pankhurst was really, trying to,
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? People have slammed me for wasting my vote, but my vote is important to me, and I'm not going to waste it. The way I see it, it's a 2-horse race. It don't matter what you say, it's a 2-horse race.
Yeah.
And normally I would have voted Labour, but because of the prick that they've got running it at the minute, who ain't got a fucking backbone and will not do anything to do anything, I ain't voting Labour while he's in control of it. So I've withheld my vote from this 2-horse race because I would have voted Labour, but not while that prick's in charge. But if all of a sudden, like some party, one of these other colours that I've never heard of, they come up and said, okay, this is what we propose to do. For the next 4 years, we'll keep everything the same as it is. You'll have to put up with it, but over these next 4 years, we are going to sort terrorism out once and for all over the next 4 years. You'll have to put up with all the old NHS and all the old fucking cutbacks and everything, but in the next 4 years, we'll sort the terrorism, and this is how we're going to do it. And if somebody had come up this week and done that, I'd have voted for them, even though we've had the next 4 years of putting up with the same stuff that we've had to put up with anyway.
Yeah.
But if they was going to address that, I'd have done it.
I'm kind of wondering, Mark, like with what's happened in Manchester and London, how much of a swing shift like that's going to cause, with the voting in the election.
Yeah, now Theresa May's actually said something like, "Oh, we'll change laws to be able to do stuff and all that." But is she just fucking saying that, or is she actually going to do something? Is anybody going to do anything about it other than fucking,
That's
reactive about it?
That's the thing we always have to deal with politicians is, whether they, follow through on their promises.
Pardon me.
That's just an unfortunate byproduct of bloody politics, isn't it? We've seen it years. We've seen so many people. It's like on doesn't matter what party it is, but we've seen so many people, completely change their tune. I mean, you had the Lib Dem thing. Was it when they came in in the hung parliament, and they sided with the the student grant thing, whereas in their policy was, university was going to be free, but they just like changed their tune. And as soon as you see that sort of thing, it's like, well, no wonder nobody's giving them the support that they used to have. It's all just gone a bit awry for them. But I'll tell you one thing, because about what Mark's talking about, and this is just my opinion only. I do think Labour would have smashed this election if they had a better leader. Totally smashed it, and I do think the weak link was Corbyn. That's my own personal thought.
Actually,
I mean, I don't know who else they would have chosen amongst their party members, because no one seems to really jump out to me as a, prime minister.
It's quite obvious. It's quite obvious. You know who I voted, obviously.
Well, SNP. Yeah.
But I actually really like Jeremy Corbyn. I actually really like the guy.
I know. I liked him. Mm-hmm. I liked him, and but he didn't seem to come across as prime minister material.
He's not got any sort of fire in his belly, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, he's like he started to dress for the part, which seemed like almost like an affectation. He started looking like a prime minister, but only because probably people told him to. He put on the suit and tie and everything, as opposed to like turning up in an anorak. You know.
I think at the end of the day, though, Duncan, in my opinion, they're all fucking liars, all of them. And I think the biggest criminal activity in any country is being a politician.
Aye, quite agree with you, Gary.
Because they're all fucking criminals.
As the foreign contingency, I agree.
I don't think that is as big a problem in the UK as it is anywhere else.
I think it's more of a problem here than any other country.
I do believe that all these politicians are actually really passionate about their job and what they want to do for the country. You know, they want to do something. I don't really get this idea that all these people are in it for themselves, because it's a shitty job. I wouldn't want to do it. You wouldn't want to do it. I don't think anybody would want to do it.
It's a
really shitty job.
It's a well-paid job, and it's a good pension at the end of it as well.
Well, yeah, but so also there has been a talk show host as well, you know, at the BBC.
There's quite a lot of them that seem to enjoy it.
You guys have term limits over there where a politician can only serve for so long, like we don't have over here.
No, not unless they get voted out or something's wrong. They can stay as long as they want, really.
Yeah. Yeah, and if
that's a big issue over here is term limit.
And if they're lucky, they get into the House of Lords.
And then they're totally set for life.
Yeah.
It's kind of ironic, isn't it, that we have like the general election every 4 years, and like in any country, it's like, you know, basically we are employing them. We pay our taxes to employ them, and we get to make one fucking decision every 4 years, and then everything else is done in secret, behind closed doors, behind our back, and we get no say in fuck all, basically.
Yep.
Well, if the whole thing keeps screwing up, there's one thing even y'all can do. Y'all can make the ultimate choice: uprise and throw their ass out.
It'll never happen in the UK, that, Lance.
Yeah, but replace it with what?
I don't know. That'd be it for y'all.
Replace it with love.
Good in theory.
Get to work, Head.
A committee, we should have a committee, a proper committee. You know what I mean?
How the fucking hell does a true democracy work anyway? How can it work? How can everybody have a true say and a true vote on every issue that comes up in Parliament? Because ultimately, that's what democracy is supposed to be in any country, not just in the UK.
Well, democracy is just bloody complicated. It's as simple as that. I mean, you know, you can go back like thousands of years with the Greeks and the Romans, who's like invented it, and they were stabbing each other in the bloody.
Well, exactly.
Parliament.
What true democracy means, Duncan, in my head, is that everybody is entitled to the same, and where you've got people now up in the hierarchy, that ain't going to happen. They're making too much cash.
Aye.
So. I can't even think of a democratic country that actually exists, a truly democratic country. So all this, democratic political...
Iceland's pretty democratic. They fucking jailed all their bankers.
Surely, though, that's a bit more communist than democratic, ain't it, though? If everybody's entitled to say that's communism, isn't it?
Yeah.
Iceland are pretty good. They jailed all their bankers.
They do great deals on chicken wings at the minute. You can get a really big bag for £3.
Yeah, and they open on Sundays.
Americans, I love me some chicken wings.
I tell you something interesting. I was watching the Apple keynote speech a couple of days ago.
You sad
bastard. I know. I am sad. It's 2 hours of by me. But the funny thing is, I was watching it. I was thinking, wouldn't it be great if I could just if just Apple ran the country?
Fuck. We'll be getting ripped off our computers, man. Fuck that.
Oh, we won't be able to upgrade. We'll have to buy the next expensive model.
Yeah,
Carlsberg to run a country, really.
Everything be triple the price.
well, well, that's the funny thing is, it's like, could just privatize the government.
Richard Branson had put a bid in.
Like, that's the ultimate
Virgin
privatisation, Duncan, man.
Well, Fishy in the side chat's got a good point. He said the original democracy was a lottery. Politicians were chosen by random.
They've declared war on farm foods.
Where's Fishy tonight? How come he's no popping in?
He's in the side chat.
We need to get another
Kill it
Glaswegian.
out.
Fishy, get in here, man. We need another Glaswegian in here.
Oh no, we don't. We don't want to tip the balance.
Well, we're always outnumbered, man. So fuck.
You're out at the minute. You're outnumbered by 2 Americans.
True. I always forget, Duncan. I always forget that you're allowed.
We've got another one coming in. Swindon North.
Oh, we got Newcastle East here.
Newcastle upon Tyne East. Yep. It's a Labour hold.
Not a surprise, really.
4-0. 4-0.
Fucking hell. Let's see if we can get BBC Live through the web browser.
See, Mark, I know you didn't want to vote, and that obviously that's your decision. But
Yeah.
I think, not to take it away from you, it's your decision. I don't disagree with people not voting out of protest, but I think a better protest is actually go down and draw a cock on your ballot.
The spoiled ballot paper.
Spoil ballot paper. I think that says a lot more than not voting.
But if you spoil a ballot paper, like there could be legitimate spoils, like, you know what I mean, where that people that can't put an X in a box very well could do it. Like, so there's legitimate spoils, and then you'd just be classed amongst, the
Surely
whole plethora of spoils.
a blatant cock and balls is that's a protest.
Or you could have put a
Yeah.
young Burt Reynolds.
But what they should do is, like, check the figures of the people who didn't vote, and surely that should be somewhere to work at. I mean, the people that spoil the votes, to me, that's wasting your vote. But it is really, isn't it, to spoil it?
It's almost like they actually do want to have an extra box where you can go and do your vote, but then you actually put across for abstain, so you know.
I want my voice to be heard, even though I've not got one. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Well, because it's like Kelly. She's in hospital. She can't vote.
Right.
If we thought about it earlier, we could have done it by proxy, but we just didn't think about it. So she didn't. So there's hundreds of thousands of people up and down the country in hospital who haven't voted. So they're not abstaining. They're not
Just can't vote.
making a comment. They just haven't voted.
Mm.
So it'd be nice to have that position for you. Where you can actually put a mark on your paper saying, "Fuck the lot of you."
I would have liked to have voted, but like I've said, that I would have voted Labour, but not what is the gaffer.
Well, you could have voted Pirate Party.
If they'd have done something definite about terrorism within the next 4 years, I'd have definitely voted for the Pirate Party.
Mark, you should just move to Scotland, man, and vote SNP. We've only got a one-horse race up here, so.
Yeah, well, it'd be quite funny. It'd be quite funny if you moved up to Scotland and voted Clyde Cymru.
Do you know the recent local elections? The local elections we had. A Tory guy won a place in the East End of Glasgow. It's probably one of the roughest parts. I got like.
I'd like to see him going around seeing his constituents.
This guy fucking won. I'm sure he was Pakistani or Indian as well.
Oh god! His surgery's got a moat round it and a portcullis.
It's weird, man. I was like, what? The fucking East End. Is that no?
Well, the thing is, as far as the local elections are concerned, I always think it's a kind of like a good idea to vote opposite to what you would normally. If you're normally aligned to a party, you vote for the opposite in the local, because then you've got some people just squabble, and actually, so people just don't like get, they just can't like run over everybody else and just do whatever they want.
Yeah,
there has to be a bit of a fight.
Excuse me a minute, gentlemen. I just need to grab some scissors.
No
Don't
running.
run.
Time for the circumcision.
Live.
So at the moment, we're at 44% Conservative. 32.
Oh, I've just noticed. I've got my. I've got Raymond. I've got Raymond clicked and locked. So
no, haven't I?
He's been the only one. He's been on full view on this entire hangout so far.
I know me. Aye, that's been me the whole time, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's gonna have to talk to the Radiohead bear for the rest of the.
You are definitely going to be the thumbnail for this hangout, I think.
Aye. I don't know why that is. Should I maybe come out and go back in? Hold on. Let's see, man. Hold on. 2 seconds. See if that makes a difference.
He's back in the room. We waited for you.
Oh, good man. Glad to hear it.
Nothing happened while you were away. Mark did run around the room naked.
I still am.
Here you go. That's how you should have voted. Just go down the polling station, start bollock naked.
Yeah, no.
At least it would have made the news.
Some point to it.
It would have made the news.
I it's early yet, but like Conservative are what 44% and Labour are 36%. And I'm looking at the Evening Standard results.
Well, my Uber Labour supporter posted on Facebook 40 minutes ago saying exit polls seem to be pointing to Theresa May getting her bollocks kicked good and proper. I think he is a little bit optimistic there, but
yeah, but the exit poll also says they've won by 50 seats or something, isn't it? It's 5-1 to the red at the minute.
So you guys really do everything by the red and the blue team.
Yeah, we've got a thing about red and blue in the UK for some reason.
Up here it's green. Up here it's green and blue.
And the green team.
Well, they
it's
don't.
The boxing corners, isn't it?
I've got 2 views per video so far on those. So that marketing ploy never worked.
Maybe you should have thought of it earlier.
I know.
You never know. In 4 years' time, they might get blinding hits. Yeah, 5 Labour, 1 Conservative.
I hope this is a sign of things to come. I really do.
You what, Ray?
I hope this is a sign of things to come. I hope it fucking stays like this, man. The results.
Oh, come on. This is not how it works. You know that.
I know, but still. I'm just hopeful, that's all. But optimism never hurt. Fucking Tory bastards.
Less hate. Tonight's all about love.
There's no love for the Tories here, I tell you that.
Well, and this is the point. I'd like to welcome Michael Portillo to the room.
I like Michael Portillo.
He's. I tell you, I was talking about this today at work.
See that, Prison?
What's funny is so many of these politicians, once they leave political life, they're hilarious.
That man, Oliver Man dresses in pastel.
Neil Kinnock, once he left politics, was hysterical.
Because he knew the truth.
Actually, the only one I haven't seen been hysterical after leaving office is Gordon Brown. I think he just was dull.
I think Ted Heath's been the dodgy one, hasn't he?
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah. Oh, damn! Careful.
I'm saying it like it is. You know, it's
Yeah.
dirty bastard.
I can't remember what the situation is with him now. Whether they're still investigating or what.
Ed's very quiet tonight. I will say that. Ed, you're awfully quiet, mate.
I think he's eating.
Oh, is he?
No, I already ate. I don't know
Give a shit
anything about your. No, it's not that I don't give a shit. I'm trying to listen to find out really how your guys' perspective on it, and just kind of comparing to what goes on over here. And I'll tell you what, you guys don't have the mess we had. Not in my estimation, anyway.
Well, I think what you're saying here is a gang of people who all voted differently. We don't have any Lib Dem voters here.
That's true.
But you know, we're not getting all fighty about it. We're not getting all squabbly. You know, it is what it is. This is an election. People make choices, right or wrong, and
I'm ready to fucking do Bannockburn all over again, Duncan. I tell you.
I don't think we'll be declaring prima noctis again.
Let's go. Let's start with the Magna Carta. Let's start there and rewrite that. You just go back to the beginning. Fuck it.
I think it's about time you come down here and shagged all our women.
You got complainers behind you, Gary.
Got what? Yeah. All right.
Get your cans on, Gaz.
Shut your gob, Dad.
And gone.
You've been outvoted.
I know.
Bah.
All I can say, there have been more black sheep in our hangouts during this Conservative government than ever before under any other Labour government.
It's an upward trend.
I like being a black sheep. You've got to have one in the family. On the next cigarette, I must keep my activities below the camera level. I do you have a grin there, Mark.
You're not watching porn again, are you?
Not off.
No,
not off.
I'm going to smoke a big fat joint.
You heard it live.
A joint government, a coalition.
So prove it.
You know, they have now declared that it is legal for women to expose their breasts in America in public, but
God bless America.
God bless America, yeah. I'm moving America.
No, none of the women are following through. They're like, you know, they're just going around like they're not allowed to show them.
I think you should be. I think you should be. I think you need people to decide to give them a license whether or not their breasts should be exposed, because some probably should be kept tucked away.
I've seen a few bad ones in my time. I've seen some
say that one at a time now. Mark, what did you say?
Yeah, I've seen some rough boobs in my time, mate. One bird's going to be a pair, one that's got more veins in it than a pound of blue Stilton.
That's a good one. I like that. That's a good one. I need to use that.
Jeez, man. She was squashing them down on the table and everything. She was Scottish, actually, Margaret.
Margaret, could I get any more Scottish than that, could you?
Margaret.
Margaret.
She was squashing them down on the table and everything. She was Scottish, actually, Margaret.
Margaret, could I get any more Scottish than that, could you?
Margaret got fire back on.
What the fuck's going on there?
It did sound awful.
Mute the stream.
She was Scottish, actually, Margaret.
Margaret, could I get any more?
My fault.
I don't mind hearing my own voice, I have to say, Ed. So.
It's a beautiful voice.
Oh, we've got Mike G in the room. Hi, Mike.
What's your number?
To the left and the right.
Step it up, it's all right.
I think Liverpool is a massive Labour area, isn't it? Or it was.
Well, it bloody well should be.
Mike G, get your butt in here.
Have you sent him the link yet?
He knows where the link is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Of course.
We need a Liverpudlian's view on this. I want to ask Mike G if Ringo was the best Beatle.
Motivaka?
I think George Harrison was.
Is there such thing as the best Beatle?
No.
When you seen that pedal?
No.
Catlin Brett.
What's it called?
It's a
What is
Catlin
it?
pedal.
What does it do though?
It's like a glitchy pedal. It's sort of it's like a delay, but it samples and chops up and glitches. It's fucking cool, really cool. Check it out, man. The Discman, it's called. It sort of emulates. You know when you get a portable CD player that skips.
Yeah.
It sort of emulates that.
Does it
No, that's a sound I've been looking for.
It's very,
Thank fuck somebody made that pedal.
it's very musical, shall we say?
That's the sound I've been looking for.
Somebody,
Ed.
I was wanting that sound of somebody kicking the jukebox, you know?
That's what I've been looking for. You silly fucker.
See that? So yeah,
Oh, yes, the writing's rubbed off.
about that myself.
I like the dog logo on it.
It's the companion fuzz pedal.
Very good.
I've been using my fuzz pedal, literally, you know, the fuzz box, more and more lately live. I've been substituting it in especially where I'm just doing one note thing. It kind of falls apart on chords and it gets
it gets a bit fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Tell you, by the way, if you're looking for a really good overdrive distortion, this is the best fucking pedal I've ever used, honestly.
Jesus Christ, I'd have to mortgage my house to buy. Have you seen that new synthesizer pedal that Electro Harmonics has?
Is that the organ thing?
It's like, holy shit, man.
Cool,
You sound like Keith Emerson.
Yep. Seen it?
It's my uncle.
Really?
Yeah, Uncle Keith.
Well, goddamn! Can you send me a T-shirt?
No, he ain't really.
You know, some old
I
pants.
can send you a T-shirt.
I'll bet if you look deep enough, Mark, you might be related.
Yeah.
If you go all the way back to the beginning of time and that shit. Hell, in that case, you're related to me and Lance.
Wicked.
Probably.
High five.
And probably somewhere related to Burt Reynolds.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
I tell you, but honestly, Ed, that pedal is the absolute bomb. Honestly, fucking what a pedal! It's literally just on the market.
What's the little switch
Fish-
on it? Is
fishy
that hard
paws.
pass, is it?
Fishy
It's
Paws
a-
said Big Muff for solos. That Big Muff was the first. Big Muff was the very.
Say Big Muff again.
I was
Ed,
nearly.
Ed, do you know what Big Muff means in the UK?
Yeah.
Massive fanny.
Same thing means here.
I wouldn't mind sticking my jack plug in a Big Muff.
Do you know what a gunt is? Have you ever heard of the expression gunt?
Yes. And
Have
I'm
you
wearing
heard it,
it.
guys? Oh, God,
Gunt.
that's hilarious.
Gunt, I'm gonna
Yeah.
guess, is a giant.
No, it's like when a woman's that fat that you can't tell the difference between a gut and a cunt. It's called a gunt.
Oh, well, there goes my monetization.
Fucking, a fucking
No,
stink,
no, it's illegal to. No, it's all right to say fat.
a stink bridge the size of the River Kwai.
I was in work one
But
day.
you haven't actually said a naughty word. I've said gunt. I didn't say cunt.
You're like you're manoeuvring from one hole to the other and you're whistling. Oh, I found it. It's over here.
I was in work one day and I was sitting at my desk and I turned around and I looked at my colleague and he was just sitting with this disgusted look in his face. He was like, I was like, what the fuck are you looking at? He's like, there was this big fat bird at the photocopy. And I went, look at the fucking gun on that. It's just, he was like, just sitting
You've
totally.
heard of cankles, where you got cankles and gunt.
It was so disgusted. He just was like, fucking gun on that.
And you say your work
Awesome.
is fun.
That's was
Awesome. The gunt.
fucking gun on that.
It's fucking hilarious. Oh, my mouth's hurting.
The Labour slipped in another one.
Yeah, 6-1 now.
That's what she said.
6-1.
Wow,
6-1.
6-1. That's a slaughter.
Kicking some ass.
Look at the gunt on that.
fucking gun on
Teresa,
that.
mate, look at the gunt on her.
I tell you what. Theresa May has probably got the biggest balls in Parliament at the minute.
Aye.
Well, I got quite excited when somebody said that Theresa May was in it because last time I seen her, she was on Blue Peter playing the fiddle and she was an Asian chick and she would look fucking hot. And then I thought, oh, it ain't fucking Theresa May, that's Vanessa May, weren't it? She was gorgeous.
Is that have you seen that Scottish violinist? What's her name? Nicola Bendetti or something like that?
Lena Zavaroni.
No, that was her name. Is it? I don't know. I need to check it, man. Nicola.
What happened to Lena Zavaroni?
I don't know. It was the other bird as well that was just as annoying as Lena Zavaroni. She's still like a West End lovey now. Ginger hair. Really long curly ginger hair. Bonnie Langford. Oh,
Bonnie
the
Langford,
bitch.
yeah.
What
Oh,
a slag.
Oh, William.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in the Wombles movie.
The Wombles movie?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they actually made a movie. It was on telly a little while ago. And
Fishy said she died.
who?
Fishy, do you mean Bonnie Langford or Lena Zavarona? Yeah, tell us in a minute. One of them passed away.
Check out, man. Check out Nicola Benedetti. She's a Scottish violinist. Plays all over the world. She's fucking lovely, man. Check the chat.
Oh, yes. I say.
Fucking hot.
That's a smashing blouse she's wearing.
Actually, action looks a bit high in those.
She
Lena
plays at Royal
Zavaroni. She died apparently.
She plays at Royal Concert Hall in Glasgow quite a lot, and there's usually big, massive posters in town.
She's a very pretty lass.
I would. Edward Woodward would, wouldn't he?
Yeah,
Max,
but she wouldn't let you.
Max out of 10, I would give her one. I'm going to grab a whiskey. I'm going to grab a whiskey.
Don't matter who wins tonight. I still got to go to work in the morning.
Now they've got Jerry Adams on Sky News being talked to.
Fucking hell, is he still alive?
Yeah, they thought they'd have shot him by now.
Well, the war's over now, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh. Hastings and Roy, a recount may be needed. Too many penises drawn on polling places.
What was the name of that politician years ago called? I think he was...
Enoch Powell.
No, Jeremy something. And
Clarkson.
They caught him out having an affair with a guy, and the headline was...
Jeremy Thorpe.
Yeah, the headline in the paper was, he bit the pillow and called me Bunny.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Jesus.
Must have been a furry pillow. Somebody give us a result on the a result on the result. Where are we up to?
Well, 6-1. Labour has still got to score the try.
Night, boys.
Night.
Good and tired.
Got me Dracula blood.
Up in a bit.
Yes.
Is that Robini here?
Oh, Kiwi or something.
Don't be up too late.
Right.
A lot of catching up to do tomorrow.
In one ear.
Out the other.
Oh, you
In one
bastard.
ear.
Whiskey in their fucking kitchen.
Whiskey in the jar. Classic song.
I do.
As I was going over, the cook and carry mountain.
Well, then, minutes.
That's such a sweet voice.
Shots of the hand because the fucking face ain't listening.
Yeah.
It's fucking good whiskey.
Oh, Labour are going to take Ipswich.
Ipswich.
What channel are you watching, Duncan?
Are they invading? Well, I'm watching BBC. Mark has got Sky News on.
I don't know if I'll get the same broadcast as you will.
Well, you'll have a Scottish television, which will be.
Grampian.
I'm watching the iPlayer. Oh, it's just crashed.
You're watching Nickelodeon. That would be great. Wouldn't that be great if Nickelodeon special?
No.
And now we go to our correspondent SpongeBob SquarePants.
Do we know what a hung parliament is, children?
If not, check out Arthur Brown's channel.
Let's ask Uncle Gary.
Explain.
Let's ask Uncle Gary. Uncle Gary, what's a hung
6-2.
parliament?
They've got Kettering.
Who got Kettering? And is there a cream
Blue
fry?
people.
Oh, the blue people.
The blue
Yes, the one in the blue car. 6-2. We've let one in.
They let one in. One in, one out.
There's just lots of people wearing high vises, isn't there? Like at these counting stations and all that. It must be a very dangerous job having to wear a high vis vest, for, counting and things like that.
You've got fucking Theresa May saying that she's got a successful plan for Brexit. She's going to take us through it and make us
strong and stable.
Why the fuck didn't she say that at the time when we had Brexit? Because she was dead against it. So she's just.
Oh yeah. She was against it. Yeah. Yeah. Politics, isn't it? I think a lot of people get a bit overwrought where politicians have to change their stance. It's like
it shows them off as being ingenuine bastards, doesn't it?
No, I don't think it does. I think it shows. I think it's a good thing to think that politicians can actually change their stance on something. Because otherwise, they have to stand for something and be only that. But if the wind changes, I think it's good to see politicians will reconsider their stance on something.
Okay, then, right, all right.
And I mean that across the board. I don't just mean like Theresa May. I just mean is in general.
You're right. So therefore, I think tone wood makes all the difference in a solid-bodied electric guitar amplified.
Well, I couldn't vote.
Gary, I vote you don't be smoking that whatever strain you're smoking right now, because don't make you go inside.
Unbelief.
I'm not smoking any shit at the moment, Lance.
Then maybe you should. Maybe it'll bring you back to sanity.
Puffing the herb.
I'm about to show you the latest picture on my tobacco pouch. It's hilarious. Can't find it. Some guy with all his toe hanging out.
Oh, I don't want to see that. No.
I'm cutting them out and collecting them. You know, like kids used to collect those football cards. I'm collecting the pictures.
Sick.
I
know the toe one. I've seen the toe one. It's fucking disgusting.
I'm thinking of doing a new YouTube channel, like collector pictures, off the tobacco pouches, like the most violent, foulest one.
That'd be a good channel.
Probably.
All the Conservatives live underneath, and that's our town. We're posh.
So, Mark, were them Peaky Blinders real? They weren't fantasy. It was a real organisation.
Yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah, but that was really nasty, though. Like in the serialisation, there was kind of the lovable rogue kind of thing.
Yeah.
That they weren't in real life. They was real nasty.
Do you know why they were called the Peaky Blinders?
Yeah. It's because of the razor blades.
Yeah, razor blades in the peak of the act swung out at you and blinded you.
I thought it was because of our perverts. Just sounds perverted, doesn't it? Peaky Blinders.
If you've got Netflix, right, I strongly advise you
I've got
watch it.
Netflix. My mate,
Watch it.
my drummer, my band, he keeps fucking raving on about it.
You
It
need,
is good. I'm not one for period dramas, all that, but I watched one because everybody was raving about it, and because I'm from that area, so it was, it kind of stuck with me straight away. Anyway, but the subject matter and all that, it's really good and it's really well done. Very graphic and violent.
yeah. But
Which is something you don't expect from a period drama kind of thing from the BBC.
Sons of Anarchy is the same. That's another great series.
I've been rewatching Breaking Bad again, actually.
What's that? What have you been watching?
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad again.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
couple of series.
Bryan Cranston.
Have you watched Better Call Saul, the spin-off?
What's the thing, Mark? I started watching it and I got quite bored, and then I thought I kind of want to refresh my memory what happened in Breaking Bad and who the characters are before I
Yeah.
I'm going to go
I love
back
Better
to
Call Saul.
There's one tune that's really good
yeah.
in that. There's one tune in that, Ray, what's really good, where they both got a new car, son and dad, and they're like revving it up on the drive. And I think it was by Knife Party.
Right.
I can't remember the name of the tune.
Either it was a Mustang or something like that. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston, man, the guy he's awesome, man.
Yeah.
He's fucking phenomenal, man. The guy just has to move his eyes, man, and he can act with his fucking eyes, you know. He's fucking, honestly, man, he's so gripping. Man.
Marty Feldman could do that.
Aye.
And Nookie Bear.
Mm.
Sounds like before my
Peter
time.
Lorre.
Hi, I'm Peter Lorre. Yeah.
Oh, that's the voice. Perfect, Ed.
See what happened?
Well, let's see now. All the kids in China look like me. Yeah, that's the ticket.
What happened to series like The Good Life?
Last I saw my wine, shit like that.
Felicity kind of
It turned to shit, dunk.
Just nice light entertainment. Everything has to be all heavy and death and destruction and drugs and hate.
I
Kill.
used to love the Fallen Rise of Reginald Perrin. What an awesome program! I love that.
It was fantastic.
Grot Industries, awesome.
My missus watches that Billions.
Never heard of it.
It's about kind of post 9/11 and how it's that fucking guy that was in Homeland, that English guy.
Oh, yeah.
All right, everybody, shut the fuck up because we just got a special guest star here, Joe Pavlo. Welcome, Joe Pavlo.
Hey, Joe.
Joe Pavlo is an old friend and colleague of mine in the visual effects industry.
Yes, and he's a solid Labour supporter. I've read your post, Joe.
He's been. Can we politely say, fucking rampant?
Great.
Let me block his ass here.
But we're gonna, all that's aside. Tonight's a bit of fun and frivolity. Just watching the results and seeing how things go and whatever. Welcome, Joe. This is the first time we've been to one of our hangouts.
Thank you.
Hey, Joe. Nice
What
to meet you.
do you think about Theresa May just sort of like losing all semblance of strong and stable?
Great violinist.
That's not what we're here for tonight, Joe. We're just having fun. We're not.
Oh, I thought it was an election.
Duncan, you just said anything goes. Come on.
No, I didn't say that.
So it's.
I was hoping it was anything goes because I'm still naked.
He's still naked.
Are we banned from talking about the election?
No, we're talking. It's 6-4 at the minute.
6-4. Only got 6-2 over here.
6-2.
Yeah,
Go watch
6-4.
the American channel.
Sky.
SNP are on 0.
Is it because the fascists aren't doing well that we're not allowed to talk about the election now? Or what?
What? Sorry, Joe, I can't hear you very well. Can you ump your volume up a bit on your mic?
Is somebody getting TV on?
Oh, we've all got TVs on.
I've got a TV on in the background.
Yeah, it's quite loud. There you go.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. Go.
He doesn't sound English.
No, he's not. He's American.
Transplanted.
Yes, and he has dual nationality, so he gets to vote on both sides of the Atlantic.
Yeah, I am British.
Yeah,
I am completely British.
I am completely British.
Yes, rather.
I want to be.
Rather, cup of tea, old chap.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Oh,
it's 6:05.
I did like scream like someone at a football match when they announced the exit poll results. Actually, I was just like so thrilled.
But do you actually believe the exit polls?
What I believe is this is not a landslide. You know what? Theresa May might actually win a majority in this, but she has lost. And she is not Mrs. Strong and Stable. She is not the lady to negotiate Brexit. She is not the person to lead this country forward. She is clearly a loser. Capital L loser.
Oh, come on, Joe. That's a bit strong. Come on, this is not what this is about tonight. This is not what
even if she wins, she is a loser. Because the knives are out already for her in the Tory party. They are all like swearing under their breath.
Well, it's the same thing's happening in the Labour Party too. You know, if Jeremy Corbyn,
Labour shows Jeremy Corbyn is a hero. He is a hero, and all the people who are, you know, in the all the Labour Party MP candidates are heroes. They're doing great. Don't forget, a mere 6 or 7 weeks ago, when this election was called, Labour was going to be wiped off the face of the planet.
That's true.
That was the common wisdom of the moment.
Yeah.
And look at what Jeremy Corbyn has accomplished. He's weak. He's the strong and stable one. Theresa May is the weak and wobbly one.
Yep. Totally agree with you, Joe. You don't need subtitles for me, do you, Joe?
I can hear you.
Cool.
So
he's been here long enough to understand Scottish.
There's a difference between Scottish and Glaswegian, no?
Are you really? Are you Scottish? Oh, I thought I detected a hint of an accent there.
Yeah. Are you French?
Yeah. Well.
We got Labour 6, Conservative 4. Somebody snuck in.
7-5. We're on.
I'm sure there are more conservative wins on the way. And as I said, even if they end up with a majority, Theresa May has lost. She is toast. She is fucked.
I've noticed Theresa May's started to turn into Nicola Murray from the thick of it. She has. She's totally become Nicola Murray. I watched her interviews and her press conferences.
I never saw that. So I don't know.
Man, it's fucking amazing. You need to watch it.
I know it was funny. I saw moments of it.
Oh man, one of the best TV shows that's ever been on TV.
Yeah, yeah. It's like Doctor Who with swearing.
Aye.
Yeah, that was the Doctor Who I wanted to see.
Did you see the montage? Did you see the sort of fake Doctor Who montage they did with Peter Capaldi? And it was like,
yes, that was so good.
It was fantastic.
I couldn't stop laughing.
It was brilliant. Fantastic. But fucking time travel, Jess.
Well, you two guys jerk off over something I've not seen, so I'm not.
Check it out, man. Duncan Tuesday. It's fucking awesome, man. It's one of the best comedies you'll ever watch.
So how many people are online on this actually?
Oh, hardly any. In the olden days.
Just us three, or is there more?
There's just what here? We got people.
Everybody say hello.
We got people in the chat.
Hello.
All right.
We have people in the chat. We have us lot. In the olden days of DKG Custom, we would have had loads more people here. But that's what you get for not fucking doing anything.
Are these? Am I crashing a party of mostly people related to the guitar side of your?
Yes,
your
yes.
That I've only like dipped into occasionally.
This is the guitar. This is the group that normally yak on about guitars, pedals, nonsense.
And is
like
it? Are we mostly UK based, or is this international?
Well, we have Ed Dana in America, and we have Lance Moss in America too.
Mm-hmm.
Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
It's
So we have Lance, Tennessee.
Yep.
Tennessee.
And we have Ed Dana in Ohio.
Okay.
possibly Neverland. We're not sure about it. If he's even
Yeah.
like
Nobody's ever sure about Ed.
Excuse me.
All right. I'm originally from Minneapolis, and but I moved to London in 1984.
Oh, you don't even sound like you're from Minnesota.
Well, I imagine his accent has been diluted.
That doesn't happen.
I have lived over here longer than I've lived over there, but my accent. I'm definitely not fooling anybody over here. 2 words out of my mouth, and they know that I'm not from the UK.
Yeah.
Originally,
No,
not born.
fucking yank.
But
Joe, don't worry, I'm not from the UK either.
yeah, exactly.
Well, there's no hiding you, Raymond.
I'm not from the UK. I don't consider myself from the UK.
Oh,
I'm like joking.
you are.
Take away.
I'm joking, man.
You are still UK.
I'm joking. I'm only joking. Just having a wee laugh.
No, you're not. We know how radical.
I mean, sorry.
We know how radical you are, Mr. I want to bring back Bannockburn.
I know. Well, that's true.
I bet you're drinking Jack Daniels.
I'm drinking down.
Whiskey.
I'm drinking down.
Whiskey, is it? Hey, what?
Fucking drinking that, mate. What are you talking about?
Oh, fair enough. I'll let you off.
Thanks. The missus got me just before we got married.
I've got this, and I've only got that left.
Was it full when the evening started?
Well, it was full this morning around about 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Oh, so the numbers have changed. We have 8 Labour, 5 Conservative.
Well,
God knows what seats those have gone to, but
no, but
these numbers, the early numbers that come in are usually generally the the party holds, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, the one there's no change.
Nobody should ever take sort of like a like a thermometer reading of the election in the first couple of hours. But
no, the exciting stuff happens at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
But yeah, the truth is there is no Tory landslide coming out of this at all, and it's quite possible. It's quite possible that this will be a hung parliament. And
yes, I agree. I agree.
Would that be an oral or a rectal reading?
Wait, sorry,
whatever you want, sweetheart. Whatever you want. But the thing to remember is like nobody really knows what's going to happen, and there is a gigantic anti-establishment momentum amongst people in general, and I would not be surprised at all if Labour makes gigantic gains. They may not get an overall majority. They may. It's like so up in the air. There's no anybody who tells you they can predict what's going to happen in an election is an idiot.
I think
they get lucky. They get lucky.
I think you're pretty much right on this one. This election is definitely an oddball one. It's people will predict, but this one is something that just could go either way. It could.
Hey Joe, did you predict the United States would elect Trump?
Yes.
You voted.
And why? And why?
And I voted for Hillary Clinton, but I bet my friend who's also American from New York who lives over here in London, I bet him a $5 to win, and I won that bet, and he has yet to pay me yet.
Typical Trump supporter. Typical Trump supporter. You want the work done, but you won't pay the bill.
No, for Hillary as well.
He has promised to build a very, very tiny wall.
I said I will vote for Hillary, but I think if there isn't a single human being on the planet that they could have chosen that would be more likely to lose to Trump. And he said, no, she's not going to lose. And I said, I'll bet you £5 she loses. And he said, I'll take that bet. And we shook on it. And there you go.
Me and Ed were talking about this the other night. Does your friend still think he made the right choice?
Yeah, I think he does. And I voted in the American election, and I voted for Hillary as well. And while I absolutely unambiguously believe that he was the better choice, I also think that maybe it was inevitable to have Trump, because the whole system needs to kind of fall apart before it can get better, because it's so sick and broken. That just getting Hillary in as president, while I do believe that she would have been a serious president, and she would have been kind of like Barack Obama, whom I have a huge amount of disagreements with, but mostly think he's okay. She would have been like.
Don't get racist. Don't get racist.
No. It's not racism. It's policy. He's very, very. He's a Republican, basically. He's a Republican president. He's a moderate Republican president in the style of Republicans from 20 or 30 years ago. Because all Republicans today are right-wing nut jobs, and he's kind of like what Ronald Reagan was. He's actually right of Ronald Reagan on several issues. So that's what I mean by that. So
the guy's an idiot.
What?
Obama?
No, Trump.
Yeah, but he was talking about Obama.
Well, it locked up on me there for a minute.
I'm talking about
Well, it did. I thought he was talking about Trump. And compare.
Not at all. Not at all. What I was saying about Obama is that he's sort of right of center on many, many issues. And I'm very much a left progressive person. And so I disagree with him on lots of things, but I also see him as a serious and intelligent and pragmatic politician who I may disagree with on a lot of things, but I also actually think that he's not a bad person to have in charge.
Did you trust him? Did you trust him?
Yes. Yeah, completely.
Do you trust Trump?
Slightest.
Bingo.
Trump was never. But the point is, I'm saying that Hillary Clinton would have been like Obama, in which I disagree with quite a few things, but I also sort of think that they're able to hold down the job, whereas Trump is just not even trying to hold down the job. You know what I mean? He's not even making
I actually think at this point he's trying to lose the job where he can just go, all right, hey, I tried to help you people, but you won't listen.
It's almost like he's getting bored of it.
Maybe. I think maybe Trump is he went into this thinking that he could be like the CEO of America, and he could sit in an office and say, do this, do that, let me sign this, okay. And he didn't realize how hard it was to be president and how much you really had to know what you were talking about. You couldn't just like shoot from the hip or make decisions based on your gut. And that's why Trump is an appalling failure.
Well, the other thing is, as a public speaker, he's a buffoon.
Oh well, we have this.
He is a buffoon, but he's also really effective, because you can't deny that there is a huge amount of people that absolutely love him talking.
It's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable.
I don't get it. Don't get me wrong. I do not get it at all. But all you have to do is watch and see that there is a gigantic proportion of the American populace that thinks he is a fucking genius.
I have friends. I have
words from God.
I have friends that get giddy when he talks, and it's like you look at him and you're like, really?
Yeah.
Well, you certainly can't deny that everybody isn't actually waiting for him to say the next thing. Whatever it is.
Hanging on his every tweet.
We hang on every tweet. Exactly.
Please let this be a good one.
I'll tell you what, Joe. Can I just say, Joe? I've just had a look at your brag sheet on the IMDb. Jesus Christ, man! You've worked on some movies.
Yeah, I've worked on a few.
You are that Joe Pavlo, aren't you?
Yeah, he is that Joe Pavlo.
My God. You worked on Star Wars, Attack of the Clones, and everything.
Jesus Christ, that movie sucked.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Star Wars Attack of the
It was
Clones
Darth Vader.
was one of the shittiest movies ever made, but I had the time of my life, and I learned so much, and I made so many friends that I still keep in touch with today. And it was still a shitty movie, but I loved working on that. It was an amazing time.
You started shooting a new movie. You started shooting a new movie.
Did you meet Kylo Ren?
He was a cleaner at the time at ILM.
Joe, did you work on Jar Jar Binks?
I did one shot of Jar Jar Binks. One of my shots with Jar Jar Binks. Yeah.
God. I can't believe I've met somebody that fucking worked on Jar Jar Binks, man.
What's Jabba the Hutt?
You know what my
What's Jabba the Hutt really like?
You know what my
He's a
my
diva.
A-list-
Gunt.
My A-list shot on Attack of the Clones was. I look back on it and I feel nothing but shame. But I did a
least you're
good
honest,
job
man.
on the shot. I did a good job on the shot, but I feel nothing but shame.
Oh, come on.
My
Joe,
A-list shot from Attack of the Clones.
I
was
don't know. That's some of the
R2D2
biggest movies in
When
history.
Come on,
R2D2 fired
Joe.
up his little rockets and he flew through the droid factory. That was
Joe,
my shot.
Joe,
That's cool, man.
you and me have worked on more shameful films than that.
That's true.
That one's when he's all naked, eh? And
It
the
was,
buff.
well, Duncan and I have a whole porn history as well, you know. So
Oh, it's coming out now. Do tell us, please.
Yeah,
We are live.
I was on top.
Was there a bit of CGI manipulation in there?
Yeah, just penis enlargement.
Hey, if I send you a photo, Duncan, can you make my dick bigger?
It depends what you send me a picture of.
Actually, Duncan's already done that and shown us.
Yeah,
He lengthened the penis on. What's the name of that?
that was Rome, and
That was Rome,
and I didn't do that. That was a lovely chap called Daniel Canfora who came to me and said, "Duncan, I've got nothing to do." Well, okay, you got a job for you, Dan.
Can I just say, when we mentioned Jabba the Hutt, Mark said, "What a fucking gunt on it."
I like the Spaceballs Virgin Pizza the Hut.
Spaceballs was excellent.
No, it wasn't. It was terrible.
It's fucking brilliant. What are you talking about?
It was a terrible film.
Nah, it was good.
Oh well, now we've set a level here. We've set a bar.
Oh no, Spaceballs sucked on every level, but when when my kid was 12, he loved it.
And that's about the age you should love it. And after that,
Blazing Saddles, though. Blazing Saddles, man.
Sorry, Joe. I put a link to your brag sheet in the side.
I told Duncan about a movie I watched the other night, and I've watched 2 or 3 of them now that are English-made films, and they have this weird way of leaving you hang at the fucking end with these weird fucking endings, where you're like, no, can't end that way.
Like what? Which film?
One movie was that movie, Duncan, from the 70s about the guy that takes the photos of the murder in the park, and he goes through all the shit. I can't remember. I think it was called Shutter or something.
Sounds like you're talking about Friday Night
or something. Where
Not
it was
Blowout.
made in the 70s. And the other one the other night was a movie called 45 Years, where this Englishman and woman were married for 45 years. And the wife finally finds out after 45 years that her husband was engaged to a girl who freezes to death in the Alps.
Yeah. I saw that.
And the ending of the movie is like, what the fuck?
That sounds fucking ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Duncan's just telling you all the crap films to watch it.
I quite liked 45 Years. I thought it was really good because
It was right to the end.
but life is kind of like that. You don't have endings in life apart from dying, I suppose.
Well,
I've got a mate and his life could be a Coen Brothers movie, easy.
copyright him.
His life is what a life he's got, man. It could be The Big Lebowski, easy.
Write it down.
Apparently, the new Wonder Woman's pretty good.
Yes, apparently, it's not like I'm going to go and watch it, but apparently, yes, it is actually quite a good film. Apparently,
quite surprised. That last fucking Batman and Superman was dreadful.
Oh, every Batman film is dreadful.
Oh, Ed, come on.
No. The one with the Prince soundtrack with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson. That's the classic Batman. That was it.
There's not a single bad frame in that whole movie.
I don't know.
Why? Because you did it.
No, I didn't.
That was before our time.
Before my time. I know people who worked on it.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I mean, Lee Tuck. We both know Lee Tuck, and he did matte paintings for it.
Yeah, Lee, and also Steve
Begg.
Duncan.
Yeah. And also there's
what a fucking soundtrack, man! Fantastic soundtrack.
Is that the Prince one?
Was an actor as well, and he gets a close up. Actually, when the Joker is revealing his plans on the radio, he's sitting on a motorcycle. He's like a punk, leather jacket, and he's got a radio up to his ear, and he gets a close up. And he was like in my band. He was like the guitarist in my band at the time. Chris.
Who was that?
A friend of mine, Chris. You've never met him, but he was a guitarist in our band, and he was in Batman, and he got like a close up, and I was like, wow. And then he was never got another close up in his life, actually.
At this point, I should also point out that Joe was also in a band, and his son is in the band too. And
oh yeah, my son's very, very much more talented than me. Although, I played bass guitar in a sort of like art house noisy guitar punk band back in the 80s. But my son is currently in a band. My 27-year-old son is currently in a band called Jui, and they're based in Brighton.
27.
Yeah. I know.
Well, if you were in a band and your son's in a band, then I would advise you to subscribe to my channel and watch all my videos and leave a like and a comment.
Okay.
Ed, you know what? That's a great idea.
Sound advice. Thank you.
Do you know my claim? The biggest celebrity I ever met. I was in LA about 2002 or 2003, and I was on Hollywood Boulevard, and me and my mates were in a club, and we came staggering out this club at 3 a.m, and we met the guy that played Leslie Nielsen's body double in Naked Gun. Fucking.
Was it a stunt double or just the guy that just the stand-in?
Remember, what was the Naked Gun where he was playing the I was going to say umpire, but I don't know what you call it in baseball. Is it a referee? The guy that stands behind the guy with the bat?
The umpire, yeah, the umpire.
And remember Leslie Nielsen was playing the umpire. I think it was Naked Gun 2. And you remember whenever he was striking people out, he was like doing the moonwalk and shit like that.
Yeah.
I met the guy that did the dancing. He was called Johnny Disco. It was called Johnny Disco. That was his name, and he's
wow.
I've heard that name. Maybe I've heard it somewhere else, but
you are so Hollywood, Raymond. You're so.
I was going home. I was going back to Scotland to my mates. I met the fucking guy that played Leslie Nielsen's double man in Naked Gun. Johnny Disco, man. The guy was hilarious. Honestly, he was fucking hilarious.
Who?
He had a purple sequence suit jacket on. It was fucking hilarious, man. Honestly, it was funny stuff. I've probably just made him famous, man, by mentioning his name. Johnny Disco. He's like, yo, man, check me out, JohnnyDisco.com. I was like, cool, will do, Johnny. No, he's me.
So, Joe, what are you working on at the moment?
It just started shooting something new.
I was hanging out with Liz Hurley this afternoon.
My fucking ass.
Couldn't tell her.
I'm a visual effects supervisor on a TV show called The Royals.
All right.
The Nick Drew turned round to me. Turned round to the room the other day. Says, "Does anybody know Joe Pavlo?"
What? Nick Drew said that to you?
Yeah.
Fuck Nick Drew. What the hell? I've had conversations with that man.
I know.
He's begging me for work.
No, I know. He knows you, but he was just saying, does anybody else know Joe Pavlo?
Oh, he was asking if anybody else knew me. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So
No. He wasn't like going. Who the fuck is this Joe Pavlo? Never heard of him.
Oh, okay.
It was this upstart just coming up from the nowhere.
What did he want to know?
No. He was saying, "Oh, Joe started shooting something because he's like the producer, or executive producer at Halo Visual Effects."
Yeah.
He was just like, he's always on the prowl for work.
Wow.
Yeah. So I fucking know Joe Pavlo.
How'd they find that out? Wow, they got.
I have no idea. You know what producers are like?
Yeah.
They're on a dark world.
Because we only started shooting on Monday.
But he found out.
Yeah, I know. That's quick. That's a quick turnaround. Yeah. So I'm doing this visual effects supervisor gig on a TV show called The Royals.
I think I've heard of it, man.
And
it's been on.
It's not playing it in Britain, actually. You can get it on iTunes. You can get it on iTunes and Amazon, I think. But it's not playing over here. It's on the.
It has, Joe. I've seen it. I'm sure I have.
Yeah, I know. It was series 1 and 2 were on one of the cable channels here.
Oh, okay.
We did series 3 last year, and they didn't carry it. And I don't know if they're going to do series 4, but
it's on Netflix at the moment. It's on Netflix.
Is it on? No way. Is it really?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
In the UK.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man, that's cool.
Well, I don't know where the Netflix servers are. Whether we connect to the USA servers, I'm not sure how it works, but it's on the list, to watch. I seen it the other day.
So Joe is
okay, but I'm not talking about The Crown. You're not confusing The Crown, are you?
I could be. I might be, Joe. I'm not sure. I remember the title.
That's not. That's on Netflix, but The Royals is a very, very different show.
It's a comedy.
Right.
So is Les Holly like
kind of a drama with a little bit of light comedy thrown in? It's more, it's more of a soap opera in the style of like Dallas or Dynasty or something. It's
yeah.
But it doesn't take itself very seriously. It's like a fictitious royal family. Like Elizabeth Hurley plays the Queen. So she's like a completely different royal family, and she has children who are in their 20s. She has, princes and princess who are in their 20s, who are all like, partying and drinking and sleeping around and doing drugs and like and everybody's like blackmailing each other or stabbing each other in the back.
It's kind of like the royal family, but with a J.J. Abrams kind of different timeline.
Yeah, there's a guy. One of the guys on the crew last year when I started on it showed as Dallas in the Palace. So that's basically very good description of it.
So is Liz Hurley like, is she a producer or something like that, or?
I'm the visual effects supervisor on it, and we do lots of crowd shots and green screens and various other stuff. And I'm off to a location tomorrow, a bridge in South London that we're going to put tanks on. Apparently, there's
don't want a bridge in
uprising or civil unrest or something like that, and so we got to put tanks on it. So I'm going to go to scout a location tomorrow for that. So there's all kinds of interesting things happening in it. It's busy. Really
So
enjoyable.
it was filmed in the UK. Obviously.
Yeah, it's all shot. It's an American production.
Right.
Have you ever heard of One Tree Hill?
Yep.
TV show One Tree Hill.
Yep.
That was the showrunner for that. Mark Schwann is also the creator and showrunner of this one. And so and he's a really, really fun guy to work with. Really, really, smart, hardworking, really talented, but also just down to earth. Very, very cool. He's got as much time for Elizabeth Hurley as he had for one of our runners or catering people. Whatever. He's very, very down to earth. So it's good. I enjoy the show. It's really good.
So he's a bit of a people person then.
Yeah, well, decent guy, stand-up guy.
Forgot how good looking Liz Hurley is, man. Jesus. I forgot how good looking Liz Hurley is, man. Jesus, she's a proper English rose, man.
Yeah, well, she's a extremely beautiful woman. Extremely beautiful woman and very talented. Good luck to her. Good luck to her. I think she's probably doing all right, actually.
I remember when she was at the Oscars and Billy Connolly was presenting the Oscars. Did you see that clip?
Oh yeah, with her like jiggling down the stairs or whatever. And he's like distracted. Yeah, I remember that.
It's brilliant.
Yeah. Well, she jiggles in real life as well.
Oh. Yeah. So did I.
You've just painted a movie in my head.
Yeah, I jiggle in real life, but it's not as interesting.
It's not in the right places.
Oh, wow.
13 to 8, Labour.
Oh, BBC are slow. They got 13 to 6 over here.
Aye.
What are you watching?
13 to 6 in favor of which party?
13 Labour.
Labour.
I got 6 Conservative. Ray says 8.
Aye. Sky's ahead.
The BBC are actually quite slow on producing facts. I noticed that on the with the terrorist activity and stuff like that. They're very, very slow on confirming stuff.
Well, maybe it's them being careful.
It seems like it's 14 to 6 now.
Here's the thing that I thought about Labour that I haven't heard anybody say, but it just occurred to me. Now, in the time that Theresa May called the election to the time that voter registration closed, over 2 million people in the UK registered to vote, which is unprecidented.
Yeah,
there's never been that kind of like.
Well, I think the last elections, people really didn't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
And yes, this one, people are like stepping up. I think. Yeah. And a lot. My kids all voted. Well, one of them didn't because he has no fucking clue. So he goes, "Oh, I'm not going to vote. I don't know." But what's interesting, Joe, I voted Conservative. My daughter voted Labour, and my son voted Liberal Democrat. Yeah, but no, but
I love your daughter.
Well, no, but that's the funny thing. It's like all three of us voted, so all our votes are kind of like they're all getting each other.
But here's the thing.
It's good they're getting involved. I don't tell them how to vote. We discuss it and stuff like that. But I don't tell them you've got to do this and do that. And it's great that that they're having their own kind of opinion. Whether it's
I must tell you, Duncan, as well. I played your daughter's tune on the radio again tonight.
Oh, fantastic! Oh, I couldn't hear it, mate. Oh, I was at work, bastard. How many times have you played that now?
Only every week. That Bullet is a brilliant tune.
I'm still waiting for
brilliant, man.
I'm still waiting for you to upload your bloody shows. You won't do it until you edit them, and then you don't edit them, and you don't upload them, so I don't hear them.
I'm a lazy bastard. I'm just a lazy.
I know
bastard.
that. I know that. You're a Mancurian. We expect that from you.
Mm.
Oh look, news just in.
Can I
Grey
tell-
people have
can
won
I
a
tell you
seat.
One thing that I had like a revelation, which I haven't heard anywhere else, but it just occurred to me, like today on the train coming home from work, is like over 2 million people registered in the few weeks that you had to register from the time the election was called to the time the voter registration closed. And if you take the fact that those weren't Tories, because generally speaking, Tories are already registered to vote. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying they're all Labour. I'm just saying they're not Tory voters. Let's say 80% of them are not Tory voters. Okay. And then so if you take 1,600,000 people who are not Tory voters registered to vote, if you take 650 constituencies and divide that equally, it's around 2,500 people who are not going to vote Tory that are just entering the game. And I think nobody's actually sat down and thought about what a gigantic force that would be in marginal seats, and also even safe seats with 2,000, 3,000 majority, that like already we've got the swing is towards Labour.
Oh, thing is, also, Joe, I understand what you're saying. I totally get it, but I've also heard, from my kids, that even the young kids who are, registering to vote, some of them are actually voting Conservative. So I understand what you're saying. I would imagine a majority of them will be voting Labour. But we also don't know how many of those young voters are voting Conservative because of whatever reason. We just don't know.
17%.
I have a question. Is the Labour Party
that number wouldn't surprise me?
Is the Labour Party like pro-union, pro-organization?
Yes.
Do you remember me?
Okay.
Do you remember me explaining this to you, Ed?
No. No, not at all. Not at all.
Well, actually, look. Joe is an American, so he could probably explain because there are differences between Labour and Conservative between on this side of the Atlantic and the other side of the Atlantic. It's not.
All right. How do conservatives over there compare to conservatives here in the U.S.? Joe.
They're a few years behind American conservatives in that they're not totally fucking nuts, but they're still right wing. So I mean, in America, no, I mean that quite honestly. I think that the Republican Party in America is fucking nuts.
See, I'm in a fucked up place because I'm a fiscal conservative, but I'm a social liberal.
Yeah. Well,
so
you should
what does that
anything
make
with the Republican Party whatsoever? Because
Confused.
they are they are the party of billionaires, and that's it. That's all they care about.
Here.
Yeah, in America.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you need to find a different party. And
well, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a conservative anymore.
No. Okay. If you're interested in fiscally conservative, then just look at the Republicans' track record, because all they've done is rack up huge credit bills, and then the Democrats sort of like pay off those bills, and then a Republican gets in and builds up those debt again. And you know, and so the idea that conservatives are fiscally conservative is insane. If anybody takes even 5 seconds to look at their
what people refuse to acknowledge is under Clinton, we had a zero deficit when he left.
Yeah. And Obama did a fantastic job in reducing the deficit dramatically. And you know, because like Clinton handed George W. Bush zero deficit, and George W. Bush turned that into a gigantic debt.
Went to war. He went to war.
Well, went to war on a credit card, actually. And
well, exactly, or on his buddy's ticket.
Well,
you know, paying money to Halliburton and Cheney and.
But more importantly, there was never anything in the budget. There was never anything approved by Congress in the budget to pay for the Iraq War or the Afghanistan War. It was all done through emergency measures, which was highly irregular, and that kept his budget looking on paper like it was balanced. But it actually had $1 trillion spent on war that wasn't accounted for. Literally $1 trillion. I don't use that word as in like an exaggeration. I mean,
I think George Bush and Dick Cheney got that money tucked away somewhere in their back pocket.
Yeah, they probably you know, sort of like made out all right on that whole thing. So you know, good luck to them. Lovely.
Yeah.
Hope they're doing well. George Bush can buy more paint and canvases, and he's happy. You know.
Oh, he sucks as a painter. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
he's another one that thinks garbage is hard.
Now, Adolf was a painter.
Yeah, exactly. I love how a lot of George W. Bush's paintings are about have to do with washing. You know, it's very Lady Macbeth. You know.
Well, he's painted a lot of wounded warriors that he wounded.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
God.
I didn't know George W. Bush did paintings. Fucking hell.
He plays guitar as well.
I'm looking at them now. Some of them are god awful.
But you know what? I look at Donald Trump and I think, oh, I miss George W. Bush.
That's safe bet.
Yeah, he wasn't so bad actually when you look at Donald Trump.
Can I just cut in and say good night, guys? I've got work early in the morning.
All right, Gary. We're gonna miss you.
All right, I'll see you. I'm working.
Good night.
All right, Gary. Later on.
Right, mate.
I'm working tonight, Friday. I'm working Saturday, so probably Sunday. Maybe you'll see me next.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, it's been a pleasure meeting you. I hope you come in again.
Yeah, we'll pop in next time.
All right. Good night, Ed. Ray.
Good night.
Joe. Bye.
Good night.
There goes the Manchester vote.
What's the total up to now?
17 Labour. Well, maybe we should get it. Oh, where's Mark gone?
19 Labour, 9 Conservative.
Yeah, you got numbers much higher than the BBC. They're just
Sorry.
not...
So can I say that again? 20 Labour.
This is going the way I like, actually.
20 Labour. 21 Labour, 9 bastards.
and then we have it from our political unbiased correspondent.
0 for the good guys so far. SNP.
Oh, it's early days for you guys yet. It's still flipping. I think Mark said something that the Green Party got one or something.
Yeah, they did. They've got one.
What? As in
It's
Carolyn
0-1.
Lucas or someone else?
I don't know. I don't know who it was.
I'd love to see more Green candidates winning seats in Parliament.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one for Green, 0 for SNP, 0 for UKIP. And who's the orange fucking mob? Is that others?
I can't remember the name of the guy, but the co-leader of the Green Party. He's a really good speaker.
John Bartlett. Yeah.
He's really good at getting stuff across. I mean, I like him a lot. I do like him. I mean, it's a difficult vote to go for, isn't it?
What's his constituency?
I have no idea, Joe. No idea. It's not here.
An MP,
that's for sure.
He's not.
I don't know.
MP, right?
I don't know. What? I suppose he must be, surely, isn't it? If you're a co-leader, I suppose you have to be an MP, surely.
Not necessarily. I mean, there's anybody can be a leader.
But I enjoyed listening to him. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But you know, Green Party, it got a hell of a uphill struggle. Hell of an uphill struggle.
Well, there'll always be a coalition party, but I think that if by the end of tonight Labour ends up with the majority, which is not impossible. Okay.
No, I agree. I agree.
That it's I could see Jeremy Corbyn sort of making Caroline Lucas a member of the cabinet whose portfolio is something to do with energy or environment or something like that. You know, I could see that would be a way in for the Green Party, and it would be a total win for Labour as well. It'd be very popular move by Labour. Of course, the Tories would never ever do that. Not in a million years, because they're all cunts, and you voted for them, Duncan. Shame on you.
Stop it! Stop it!
I'm not going to say stop it. You were wrong. You're.
Now I'm going to tell you.
I'm not having that, Joe.
You know I'm right. No, I'm right.
I'm going to tell you something. Back in the 1600s or the early 1700s, one of my ancestors owned Massachusetts. His name was Lawrence Dana.
Yeah.
And he was a Tory. He was loyal to King George, and they confiscated all of my inherited wealth.
Yeah, but that means nothing. I mean, think about it. Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. Can you see Abraham Lincoln being a member of the Republican Party today?
No.
No, parties change over time. The Democrats were hugely racist in the period before the 1960s.
Yeah, they were the slave guys.
And it was primarily Lyndon Johnson who purged the racist element of the Democrat Party, and then Richard Nixon, who before he became president, welcomed them into the Republican Party, and the Dixiecrats became Republicans. You know, any political party changes over time. The Tories used to be I was here in the 80s. I lived in London in the 80s, and I probably disagreed with everything that Margaret Thatcher and her government stood for. Pretty much across the board. There's probably some bits of things that I liked, but generally speaking, I strongly disagreed with her government. But I looked at Margaret Thatcher and I looked at the politicians in her cabinet, and I saw intelligent, educated, competent politicians who I disagreed with, but they were not idiots. Today, I look at the Tory party, and every single one of them is a fucking idiot that does nothing but mess things up. They are morons who do U-turns every minute because they are just chasing money, and they're morons. You know,
I see that. I see that across the board, though. Not just conservatives. Everybody.
No, wrong. Don't tar
No,
everybody apart.
don't tell me I'm wrong. It's my opinion.
Well, your opinion is wrong. But the Tory party.
I said, Joe. I said
is
behave.
Simply
This is not
incompetent.
This is not a fucking shouting match on who's right and who's wrong. Here's
a challenge for you. Here's a challenge for you. Okay.
No, wait a second. This hangout is designed for enjoying the night for what it is. It's not a slagging match and not a hate fest or anything like that.
There's nothing I love more than an argument.
I know that, Joe, and I've been in several with you.
And then shaking hands at the end of it. Okay, this is not going to end up in a punch up. Okay, but I do love a debate. Okay, an intelligent debate. And the truth is, like,
you're not going to get it here.
I have thought about this a lot, and I can give the Tories two things. Okay. The question is, what have the Tories done that you admire?
What have the Romans ever done? What have the Romans ever done for us?
No, don't mix this up.
No, I am because this is the whole point. This is what the hangout is. It's just a friendly hangout while we watch the thing. It's not a fucking political soapbox.
Yeah, but I'm about to compliment the Tories. Okay, there are two things that I like that the Tories have done. Okay, and one of them was the foreign aid committing, what is it, like 0.7% of GDP to foreign aid or something like that. So it's something around just under 1% of foreign aid, which David Cameron fought for against his party, and there was a lot of people in the party who fought against that, and they didn't like it. And I think that's an admirable thing. I think that as one of the richest countries in the world, we should have a policy that locks us into a certain amount that we pay to help other countries. I don't think that it's implemented very well, but I think that's a good thing that the Tories did. The other good thing that I think the Tories did also under David Cameron was legalize gay marriage, even though that was like the most un-Tory thing in the world to do.
Well, that was probably for most of his mates at the Bullingdon Club.
Well, they did.
Well, yeah, he was probably gay.
I think they did it because they did it for political reasons, because they realized that if they stood against it, they would lose more than they would gain. They always stood against it until the point that it became politically, negative, a net negative for them, and then so they did. So I don't think their heart was in it, but I think they did it for political reasons. But I'll still give it to them. So there are two things that they did. Neither of those two things are particularly at the forefront of most people's politics or anything like that. So what would you say the Tory party has done that you think is like, you go like, wow, these guys are pretty smart? That's
they came up with Tony Blair's manifesto.
Yeah, they cribbed it from his notes, right?
Can I just say that the SNP have just held Renfrewshire?
Where's that?
And they've just held Kilmarnock as well. Yes.
Oh, I know where Kilmarnock is.
Two for the fucking SNP.
Do you think the SNP is going to lose about a third of their seats, like the exit polls were predicting?
No,
absolutely not.
I don't know, because there's a lot of people that are pissed off with them up here that I speak to. Well,
you were saying that they're actually not pissed off with them, but kind of bored.
I just don't think they want. There's a lot of people that don't want another referendum vote.
Oh, and why don't they want another referendum? Is it because they don't want to leave the UK, or is it just because they're just fucking bored of it?
They're over it. People are over it, you know.
Yeah.
Over it. Aye. And she's sold that too much, Nicola Sturgeon. She sold this fucking dream too much, and people are just like, let's just get on with it, man. We're fucking stuck here now, so kind of let's get on with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe in 4 years' time, it'd probably been the time to bring it up again, but probably just too soon.
There's no I don't know. There doesn't seem to be any reason to rehash it when it was quite a resounding result. Unlike Brexit, it was like something around 10 points difference between Leave and Remain in the Scottish referendum, right?
That was pretty close. It was very, very close as far as I remember.
No. It was about 10 points. It was about 10 points.
I don't know.
Difference. Referendum I'm talking about.
Let's remind myself. I was about 400.
It was double digits. It was 10 points.
It was 44% to 55%. So.
Yeah, which is 11. Yeah.
Aye, still pretty close though.
Hang on, there's a percent missing.
11%. You know. It's hard to support a party who is completely number one and all-encompassing prime directive is Scottish independence, and then everything else is kind of secondary as far as the SNP is concerned.
Yeah, it's not bad for me though because I'm Scottish.
So, well, you know, I mean.
And Joe, I've voted Labour all my life, and at the last general election was the first time I ever voted SNP, because as far as I'm concerned, the Labour's. I think personally the Tories and the Labours are fucking shite. The pair of them.
You mean today? Today was the first time you voted SNP.
No, the last election.
You vote today.
SNP.
Okay.
Because personally, I think
I'm not saying the SNP is wrong or anything, but I just think that
I don't really care what you think personally.
Before Brexit, you know, I was strongly against Scottish independence simply because I thought, like, well, that's got to be bad for the Scottish people.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was bad for people in the rest of the UK necessarily, but I thought it was bad for the Scottish people. I mean, you can't take away like 90% of your GDP and say, all right, now we're fine. You know, that would be devastating. But
they're Scottish. They're hiding it in a biscuit tin underneath the bed.
Yeah, but with Brexit, and who knows where we'll be by whatever it is, 2019, March 2019. Who knows what'll happen by then? But I now think that you know, Scottish independence is probably a good idea.
Well, the way I equate it to is when we had the first referendum. It's like being in a marriage. When you've got security, you've got a car, you've got kids, you've got a wife or a husband, whatever. You've got a partner. You know, it's all peachy and creamy. Well, to a degree. You get security, you get money, but there's something. It's one of those things where you just know that the marriage isn't working and it's wrong, and you need to get a divorce. And I see that, and nothing to do with English people. Westminster is They're a shower of bastards, a lot of them, in my opinion. So I'd rather be apart. But I think for me, the Labour and the Tories, they're kind of inseparable. I think they're only in it for the corporations, in my opinion.
That sounds like a person who has not read the current Labour manifesto.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the manifestos are. When they get in power, they fucking change their mind.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah. Manifestos
You know
mean nothing.
It does matter what the Labour manifesto says, and you should read it.
And in my opinion, I don't think it does.
Well, then you're a moron if you think that.
All right.
If you think that somebody has written something.
No, that is the difference. That is the difference between an American point of view and somebody from the UK, an English point of view. That right there's the difference.
Come on, Joe, behave.
No, seriously, if you have not read it and you say if you have not read it and you say it doesn't matter, then you're a moron. I'm sorry. There's nothing else to say.
Do you believe everything you read?
Yeah, for a political party manifesto, I believe that. Yes.
They wouldn't lie in a manifesto.
Party stands for. I believe that is what the political party stands for when they write a manifesto. And if you say it doesn't matter if I haven't read it or not, I still think it's bullshit. Well, then you're a moron for saying that.
Well, Joe,
I'm sorry.
Well, Joe, I haven't actually read the manifesto, but I've listened to a lot of Jeremy Corbyn's speeches and talks and what he stands for.
If you say the Conservative Party is bullshit and you have not read their manifesto, then you are also a moron.
Right.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Or at the very least, let me just, moron is harsh. Let me just say ignorant. Okay. Let me just say ignorant.
Yeah. No worries, mate.
You owe it to yourself
to
read and inform yourself before forming an opinion.
I really like Jeremy Corbyn, and I've listened to a lot of his speeches, and I really
don't
like.
care if you like Jeremy Corbyn or not. I'm just.
Well,
saying,
I'm just
Joe.
I'm just trying to converse. Joe, I'm trying to have a conversation with you here, but you're just getting a bit insulting. So, fucking chill out for a second, would you?
No, I'm being lighthearted.
No, Joe, you're being a bit insulting. This is just a laugh. So if you can
I'm sorry if you misunderstood me.
Well,
I'm having a laugh as well. I'm having a laugh as well.
If you can let me speak without insulting me. So all I'm saying is I've not read the manifesto word for word, but I've heard pretty much what Jeremy Corbyn stands for and what he, and I don't believe a lot of the words that comes out their mouths. I can't trust any of them, so that's why I vote SNP, because it's something different.
Have you read the SNP manifesto?
I read it in the last election, and they're doing quite well. I think we get free. We still got an NHS. It's pretty much intact to get free prescriptions. And if we do get independence, that would be excellent. And the only party that's going to get us there. So
yeah.
So that's my standpoint.
But you should read the SNP manifesto.
Oh no, should I?
Yeah.
Well, how many people do you think actually read any of the manifestos who are voting tonight?
I'd be surprised if it was 5% of the voting population.
Yeah.
What that tells me is they don't have really a lot of faith in what anybody's saying.
I also think a lot of people just vote historically. I've always been Labour, I've always been Conservative, I've always been Lib Dem, and I will vote them.
If I'm passionate about somebody's views or ideas, I'll go read their manifesto.
Mm-hmm.
But like Ray says, if I don't trust the word they say, I'm not going to bother.
I mean, I didn't pay too much attention to manifestos in the same way as Raymond talks about it. You know, they're just like promises on a sheet. It means nothing. I listened to what people said and how they conducted themselves, and that's how I made my choice.
All right, I'm going to.
Okay, so
I'm
wait a
going
minute,
to
wait a
narrow
minute.
this down.
Getting it in writing.
Down real quick. Wait a minute. I'm going to narrow this down real quick. Joe, what do you believe wood species has to do with the tone of your guitar?
Nothing whatsoever.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
Uh-oh. You thought we had something to stand on there. You thought we had an argument.
And if I can just rewind back to what Duncan said there, Duncan is basically saying he doesn't believe what you put in writing. He only believes things people say off the cuff.
No, I believe in what they do.
No.
Look at Donald Trump. Look at Donald Trump. Can you put any faith in anything this guy has to say? He hasn't done anything. He says that there's going to be a wall, that there's, and I don't want a wall, but you know, and he says that there's no deal. He can't pull out of the Paris thing. He can't even do that as president until his presidency's over because they're locked in until 2020. You know,
he's Donald Trump.
Yeah,
Donald Trump
someone have to fix that.
Actions speak louder than words. I know it's a fucking cliche, but they do.
Exactly, they do. You know, Obama gave me health care when I had none. Even though it was expensive, I had none. At least I had some, and I could make a deal and pay for it. Now they want to wreck that because Trump says, well, that was a disaster. And now the insurance companies, we had Humana, one of the biggest insurance companies in the country, pull out of fucking Ohio because Ohio refused to subsidize them.
I'm just having a chat with people. We're having a chat. Yeah, where are we at?
It's amazing.
I am. They've been updating me.
Stay on target.
There's two things that happen during the campaign itself. One is usually the
Luke, use the force. Oh. Well, he went.
Well, it's party time. Hey, Ray.
Yo.
Break out the whiskey.
Yay! What was the whiskey you were drinking, Raymond?
Dalmore, 15 year.
Show me.
Well, your pal Joe's a real treat, I tell you that.
Yeah. Hang on. Ooh.
He likes a good argument, I tell you that.
Hold it. Oh, hang on. Well, come on, click. Down what? No, I had that.
It's awesome.
Not seen that one.
It's lovely.
I will seek it. Where is it? Is it Speyside, Islay? Is it a PT? Is it a PT one? Smooth one?
It's matured in American white oak and in 3 styles of sherry wood.
American
oak. The Dalmore's heritage dates back to 1263. It was in this year that the ancestor of the clan Mackenzie, owners of the Dalmore distillery for over a century, saved King Alexander III from the fury of a charging stag. In recognition of this noble act, the grateful king granted to Clan Mackenzie the right to use a 12-point stag, replacing the... That's his fucking bone. Doesn't it tell you anything, does it?
It looks.
He kicked that stag right in the balls.
It looks tasty. It looks
He kicked
tasty.
that motherfucker in the balls, shit.
It looks tasty.
It's lovely. It's quite it's peppery, spicy.
Ah.
It's quite sweet. Vanilla, ginger, crushed apples. The aroma is orange marmalade, cinnamon, and nutmeg. It's lovely.
It sounds like Christmas in a bottle.
It's lovely. God.
All right, I think tonight I'm going to stop the broadcast because it's gone quite quiet, and we can chat amongst ourselves.
All right, fair enough.
What do you want to say something to the public?
On the SNP.
Vote SNP. Bit late now.
All I can say is vote Trump.
One of the polling stations.
Vote for Trump.
Vote Trump. Vote Stump. Good night, folks. And tomorrow will be a nice, beautiful day in Britain.
Wait a minute.
Everything changes, but it's still the fucking same.
Wait a minute.
Go on. God save our gracious Queen. Whoever he is. Good night, folks.
Whoever he is.